Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Lee with Third Drop Music Center, and today we are talking to you about the JHS SuperBolt V2. But before that, you know who we really need here for that? Cody Foster. That was cool.
What's up, guy?
How's it going, man?
Good, how are
Thanks
you?
for coming out.
Yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen, Cody
you.
Foster. Real quick, a couple questions for you.
Mm-hmm.
You're from Cincinnati, right?
Yeah.
You live in Cincinnati here.
Yep.
What are you doing, man? How can they, if people like your playing, and I'm sure they will, where can they hear you at?
So you can check out the Exit Strategy Cincy with a Y.com. That's one of the bands I play in. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram. I also play in a cover band called About Last Night.
Cool.
Find us on Facebook on that one too. So yeah, we
Facebook's down right now.
it is down at
As
this
we're filming this
moment.
video,
Yeah, like
I don't know if
worldwide.
it's the end of the world.
I don't know. It could be. I mean, people are panicking. Like, everybody remembered that Twitter existed. Because as soon as Facebook and Instagram went down, everybody just piled on Twitter. And they're like, oh my gosh.
If you're gonna go, you might as well do it at Third Rock, the guitar store.
Yeah, that's
You know,
but at least you're not going to be bored.
That's true. That's true. So, like I said, today we're talking about the SuperBolt V2. I don't know much about this pedal, but Cody does. He spent some time with it. He likes the pedal. I think we'll find out.
I love it. So I only recently, within like the last year or so, became a fan of JHS because they just kind of came out with some newer stuff that I sort of discovered that I thought was really interesting. So the V2, well, the SuperBolt itself is supposed to be sort of an amp in a box, and I'm a really big fan of like amp in the box type pedals. I run two of them. I've got a snooze.
You ever run an amp out of the box?
Nope, keep it in the cardboard.
Okay.
Yeah, better acoustics.
That makes sense. Yeah.
But I've got a snooze black box that's supposed to sound like an old blues breaker Marshall, and then I've got a guy in North Carolina that builds pedals. It's his Tweedy drive. It's supposed to sound like basically a Tweed Deluxe that's blowing up.
Cool.
So when I saw this, I was really interested in it. So this is supposed to sound like the amazing Supro amps of yesteryear. And they're great. And it's basically, they actually call it sort of the Jimmy Page tone in a box. Yeah.
Okay.
Because a lot of people don't know this. You see these pictures of Led Zeppelin, and what do you always see Jimmy Page with?
A Marshall.
Yep. Most of the records actually were a Tele and a Supro.
Really?
Yep. And the reason why he used the Les Paul and Marshall on stage was because, you listen to Led Zeppelin stuff and there's like 4 guitars on there. That was how he fattened up his tone. So right now we're running into a Princeton Reverb because I kind of wanted to start with something clean. So this is my personal Tele that's been modded to all get out, but this right here in the first position, which is probably where I'll stay most of the time, is a Klein Epic Series 50 broadcaster.
That's your bridge
Yeah,
pickup.
my bridge pickup.
Gotcha.
So it's supposed to sound very much like a classic Tele. So I had this dialed in, and what's really cool about this pedal is it's 3 controls with a toggle switch, really simple, volume, tone, drive. And the drive, interestingly enough, is actually supposed to emulate the volume of an old Supro. So you get that sort of tube sag. So the more that you push the drive, it's like you're just cranking the volume on the amp.
It's cooking those tubes and getting it to the verge of like, watch out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to blow up on stage, and then you just got to break your guitar because it's a whole
And you can
thing.
do that at a lower volume than what you would. I mean, obviously, if you turn an amp up all the way,
Yeah.
it sounds awesome, but you can't always do that.
Right.
I mean, you just.
And that's what's great about this is because your actual volume knob is just simply your level. And so your level gets more, and it pushes your amp a little bit more, but your drive's going to be that punch,
Sure.
and then
Yep.
you just got a
The
classic
Princeton's
tone.
super clean.
Yeah, I mean,
super
it's
clean
just
right
a... So, kind of turn this on, and we'll get just kind of where I had it dialed in last time, which is kind of like just a good rhythmy tone. And you can hear that kind of sounds like a bit of a tube, sort of.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
Very natural sounding, slight bit of breakup. Sounds like the amp's dimed, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
Really cool.
and it works really well if you're playing like. Really does well with your with like picking and your pick attack and stuff like that. So let's keep the volume where it is. We got the drive up about what, like 75%.
Yeah, it's at 3 o'clock. Tones right in the middle. drive up the rest of the way.
Do it.
You ready?
Yep.
Hold on.
Ooh, listen to that hum.
I like that. What's the magic switch?
So the magic switch is sort of like it jumps the gain and gives you a little bit more of a tight, punchy low end.
More gain.
More gain. And as JHS says, I think louder is more better. I think
Louder's
is what
way more better.
I think is
Right.
what his quote is. What's really cool about the V2 that the V1 doesn't have, which is why you guys should come get it right here at Third Rock because they can get this in for you, is what JHS has, their little Red Remote.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so you can just use just a 1/4-inch cable, run it out, and
It's like having 2 pedals in one.
yep, exactly.
And it looks cool.
It looks really cool.
It looks really good. The one little button, I'll flash the graphic up on the screen of that button right here.
And
See how
nobody
cool
knows
that-
what it is. And they'll be
Nobody
like,
knows
what
it
is that
It's a
little
secret.
button?
It's the magic button.
It's the more louder button.
It's like the suck knob, but opposite.
Yes,
It's
exactly.
the switch. Yeah. So let's do it. So we're going to go up here. I like that. Listen to that. Look at that.
You just feel that sag, that
Makes me want to pull my pants up. Here we go. I like it, man. That's killer. It sounds
Yeah.
awesome. Really
And
cool.
you
What'd
can-
you liked it? I mean,
Oh.
you've used it? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I used it at rehearsal. It was great. My tube screamer died. I have a TS5 tube screamer from the 90s, and you know the crappy little plastic
Yeah.
enclosures?
Absolutely.
I stepped on it, and it basically just broke.
he stepped on his pedal and it broke,
Yeah, pretty much.
which they're designed to be stepped on.
Yeah,
So,
but the 90s were a weird time. So I was like, well, I've got this with me, so I put it on
I'm not
there.
sure if I remember all of them, but
Yeah, me too. I don't remember a little bit of it.
you were born in like
Just leave it at that.
right. Well, let's hear it with the humbucking.
Yeah.
and the Dr. Z.
We got humbuckers,
humbuckers.
and I love
The mighty buck.
Hamer guitars. I look at it this way: if Hamer's guitars are good enough for Michael Schenker and the Scorpions, they're good enough for me.
That's right.
I had a Hamer guitar for a while, so this one's great. This is all stock. So what's really great about this is my modded beast that I've had for over a decade. This is what do you guys have for this here? Like the price wise?
$699.99, so a very affordable piece.
Yeah, super affordable guitar. The pedal is $199.99. A little high for a pedal, but it's so versatile with what you want to do. I mean, I personally would be comfortable if I had this in the Red Remote. I'd play a gig with this, and the Princeton.
Sure.
I'd do it. So we're at sort of we got a slightly broken up amp now.
Z plus, and that volume is the volume's cooked a little bit. It's up a
Yeah.
little bit. We got the master down some, so it's going to be that natural breakup.
Yeah.
More susceptible to breakup than what the Princeton would be for sure.
Right, and we're also going through a 12 as opposed to a 10.
That's right, yeah.
So you're gonna get, we got a nice kind of your amp's already cooking, Now let's put this guy on there. You want to do the honors, my friend?
I was like enjoying the.
Okay, so we had some technical difficulties.
What happened?
Facebook died, Instagram died, the camera died, everything died.
We're using an iPhone now,
Yeah, it's fine.
but the audio is the same.
Yeah.
So we have not compromised the integrity. What's that?
Tony's making fun of us is really what it is,
That's the thing.
Here's the thing. We may not look as good, but we'll still sound as
Well, that's
good.
right. It's going to sound the same. The audio shouldn't change at all.
Yeah. But anyway,
But the way things are going. Yeah. Anyway, we're humbucking now.
we're humbucking with a Hamer,
You can't say that.
with a mildly affordable humbucker guitar with the Supro. So like I said, we've got a great sort of pseudo broken up, Great tone. Let's kick on the pedal. That sounds good.
Sounds great.
A lot of low end to it. So let's try to bump the tone up a touch. So we're at the tones about, what do you say, 2 o'clock
2 o'clock.
now?
Tones at 2 o'clock. Volume's at about 9 o'clock. And the drive is at midnight.
Midnight.
It's living after midnight. Let's take the drive up to 3 o'clock. And let's just go all the way up. Let's drive all the way up. Tone down a hair.
I love that. I love that.
That is meaty.
I made a sour note. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, we can't fix that in the edit.
Yeah.
But I want to try one more thing. I got to do the super gain.
The more louder.
The more louder.
Okay.
Switch. So.
I'm gonna start on the bridge, and then we'll go to the next. We got to give people a taste of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
That meaty
absolutely.
bluesy tone.
You ready?
Yeah.
You may leave this up here.
Let's leave it where it is.
Here we go.
Oh God. The cool thing about this too is like you can kind of, I think you can dial in, and I was playing around with it. You can get some really cool like bluesier. Great sounding pedal. I mean, Lee plays better than me,
That's
so
not true.
it's
But
fine.
what do you think? Yay or nay? JHS SuperBolt. Is it a lot of bang for the buck, or is it falling short, or what is your honest opinion of it?
I think it's a lot of bang for the buck. I mean, you know,
It's a lot of buck, like you said. $199 is a lot of money for a drive pedal.
Some people kind of shirk at that, and then you're looking at like maybe another like $29.99, $39.99 for the Switch. But the way I look at it is like, if you're a guy or a gal that you got a small pedal board, maybe you got like a delay, a reverb, just a couple pedals, you're gonna get so much out of this.
A lot of versatility.
Oh yeah, I mean, even if I was playing with it. Show for real quick. I was playing with it at rehearsal, and I had taken the drive way down and pulled that.
I always like
volume
doing
up.
that when I'm trying to pedal, and I'm sure you do the same thing. I want to find out a couple things. How does it sound? You know, everything in the middle. That's where I start at.
Oh yeah.
Then how much gain? How does it sound with all the gain? How does it sound? How much
does it have on tap?
What's the little? How little of gain can I put on it as well? Like,
So-
you know, can I use it as a boost? Can
Right.
I, you know?
One thing I forgot to mention is that when you plug this 9-volt adapter in, it actually internally converts to 18 volts for more headroom.
Really?
Yeah. So we've got the gain, or the drive rather, at like 7
o'clock.
7
yeah.
o'clock. But we've got the volume up a pretty solid
at noon.
bit.
Yeah.
Taking it past about 1. So I mean.
Yeah. Completely.
So really.
See, that's it. That tone's completely different than what you were doing earlier. I mean, that's a bluesy, big, fat. You know, I've got 14s on my guitar kind of sounding tone.
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what
I mean,
it's
if
like
you're-
the old Steve Ray Vaughan kind of like. It's great.
I'm just messing around, but yeah, I mean, it really. And one thing, you know, you take obviously if you take the drive all the way down, you got nothing.
Yeah.
But you take it up,
A smidge.
yeah, and then you can really pull that. Like you can, like if you're playing, like you want to do a, like, you know.
Just, yeah, it was as a boost.
Yeah, I mean
As
it
a
works.
boost on it.
It works great, and even if you're, let's say you want to, you know.
I like it, man. Thank you so much for taking the time
Yeah,
to come here today
thank you.
and talk about this pedal. We're
Here's
going to
the-
do more stuff with Cody, for sure.
Yeah, and here's the deal: any pedal I play, if it sounds bad, it's me. It's not the pedal. So more than likely, the pedal's just going to make me sound better.
There might be bad pedals. We might throw something at you in the
Yeah,
future.
I don't know. I'm mostly a rhythm guitar player. I got a guy that plays lead. He's like way better than me, and it's. Yeah.
I like the way Cody plays. I'm really happy that you came in.
Thanks, man.
Cody investigates. He knows everything there's to know about these pedals.
I read too much.
And-
Pretty much, the way I look at a pedal is, you know, because like I said, I mostly play rhythm guitar, so I take this from like a frontman point of view, and I like to look at pedals, and this is why I really like this pedal. I look for two tones. Can I get just a great rhythm tone out of it? And I think we found that you can do that with this pedal. And then, if I wanted to use that for like a higher gain, almost lead tone, the seldom times I do play some leads or whatever, can I do that? And you can. Like, this pedal is the bomb. JHS is a great company.
Absolutely.
And check out this one right here at Third Rock.
Thanks for watching.